Once upon a time, in a kingdom hidden deep within an ancient forest, there lived a young princess known throughout the land for her beauty and grace. Her hair shone like morning sunlight, and her eyes were as clear and blue as the summer sky. Though she wore fine silks and jewels, her heart belonged to a much simpler treasure, a small golden ball. Every afternoon, the princess would wander into the palace garden, where flowers bloomed in every color and birds sang softly among the trees. At the far end of the garden stood an old stone well, cool and deep, its water dark and mysterious. It was here that the princess loved to play, tossing her golden ball high into the air and laughing as it sparkled before landing safely back in her hands. Day after day, she returned to this peaceful place, unaware that her life was about to change forever. One warm afternoon, as the princess tossed her golden ball higher than ever before, disaster struck. The ball slipped through her fingers, bounced once on the edge of the well, and disappeared into the dark water with a loud splash. The princess gasped and rushed forward, peering into the well, but it was far too deep. No matter how hard she tried, she could not see the bottom. "Oh, my beautiful golden ball!" she cried, tears filling her eyes. "If only I could have you back again. I would give anything in the world." Suddenly, a strange voice spoke behind her. "Why do you weep so, princess?" Startled, she turned around and saw a small green frog sitting on a stone nearby, his bright eyes watching her closely. "My golden ball has fallen into the well," she sobbed. "I shall never see it again." "I can fetch it for you," said the frog calmly. "But what will you give me in return?" The princess, desperate to have her treasure back, spoke without thinking. "Oh, dear frog," she said quickly, "I will give you jewels and pearls, even the golden crown I wear." The frog shook his head. "I have no need for riches. But if you promise to let me be your companion, to sit beside you at table, to eat from your plate, to drink from your cup, and to sleep upon your bed, then I will bring back your ball." The princess shuddered. The thought of a slimy frog sitting at her table or sleeping near her filled her with disgust. Yet her longing for the golden ball was stronger than her fear. "Yes, yes, I promise," she said quickly. "Whatever you ask." Satisfied, the frog dove into the well. Moments later, he surfaced, pushing the golden ball up into the sunlight. The princess snatched it joyfully. Without another glance at the frog, she ran back toward the palace, forgetting her promise as easily as she had made it. That evening, as the royal family gathered for supper, a loud knock echoed through the great hall. The princess opened the door, and there sat the frog. "Princess," he said, "do you remember your promise by the well? Let me sit beside you and eat from your plate." Terrified and ashamed, the princess slammed the door shut and ran to her father. "There is a frog outside," she said. "He claims I promised him supper, but I do not want him here." The king's face grew serious. "A princess must keep her word," he said firmly. "Even to a frog." Reluctantly, the princess opened the door. The frog hopped inside, climbed onto the table, and demanded to be lifted beside her. She obeyed, her hands trembling. He ate from her plate, drank from her cup, and left wet marks upon the fine linen. Though disgusted, the princess said nothing, while the king watched silently, proud that his daughter was honoring her promise. When the meal was finished, the frog spoke again. "I am weary now. Take me to your chamber, that I may sleep upon your bed." The princess felt her heart sink. Yet once more, her father reminded her of her duty. With a heavy heart, she carried the frog upstairs and placed him on a cushion near her bed. As she lay down, the frog spoke softly. "I am lonely. Kiss me good night, as you would a dear companion." The princess trembled with fear. Kiss a frog? Never. But her promise echoed in her mind. Closing her eyes, she bent forward and pressed her lips to the frog's cold, damp skin. In an instant, a bright light filled the room. The frog vanished, and in his place stood a young prince, tall and handsome, with kind, shining eyes. "I am a prince," he said gently. "I was enchanted by a wicked witch and turned into a frog. Only when a princess kept her word and kissed me could the spell be broken. You have set me free." The princess stared in wonder. "Will you come with me to my kingdom and be my queen?" the prince asked. "Yes," she said, her heart full. "I will." The next morning, a grand carriage arrived, driven by the prince's loyal servant, Iron Heinrich. For years, his heart had been bound with 3 iron bands, placed there to keep it from breaking while his master lived under the curse. As the carriage rolled away, loud cracking sounds were heard. "What was that?" the princess asked. "It is my heart," said Heinrich joyfully. "The iron bands are breaking, for my heart is free at last." The princess left her father's kingdom behind, carrying with her a lesson she would never forget: the true power of honesty, courage, and keeping one's word. In the prince's kingdom, they were married in a grand celebration. Music filled the air, bells rang, and joy spread throughout the land. Together, they ruled wisely and kindly, remembered not for their crowns, but for their integrity and love. And so, the Frog Prince and the Princess lived happily ever after, proving that true nobility lies not in beauty or wealth, but in honor kept and promises fulfilled.